Hi, it's Carl Deichler. I'm CEO of Beachbody, and I am here with one of our foremost leaders of the Team Beachbody Coach Network because she is a superstar Diamond 2. That means she has signed up over 15 Diamond coaches in 2 business centers. And really what that means is she's helping a lot of people. Congratulations, Jenelle. You have pulled off something that is very difficult, and that is helped create a team of leaders in this business. And I think for anybody watching, they might have a preconceived notion of what network marketing is, or that you're probably some professional network marketer. That's how you got here. Have you ever done network marketing before you did this?
No, never done network marketing. And honestly, I do know other people who've done network marketing, and that's not to say anything bad about any other network marketing companies, but I really felt like that was not for me. That kind of thing was not for me. And so when I heard about that, that was my initial kind of pushback on it, was that's not me. I'm not that personality type. I'm not the type to do this or that, or it just didn't seem like it was going to be for me. Once I researched this, I realized this is so different.
Really?
This is unlike anything out there. And so for anyone that thinks or has that perception about network marketing, that's fine. But look into this, because this is something totally different.
What did you see that was different? I mean, it's got levels, it's got compensation plan that's hard to understand. It's got all the stuff that many people would say those are the trappings of multi-level marketing that people are so critical of.
Yeah, there may be some similarities in terms of, there obviously has to be a compensation structure to it. I mean, there's certain things like that. But in terms of what this business stands for and what it actually does for other people's lives, and the fact that what we do is help people not only physically but financially. And that's something that everybody wants.
Right.
Everybody wants that. I don't care if it's a doctor or someone who is financially strapped. Everyone wants to look and feel good and have something they can call their own business, and just be financially free and fit. I mean, that it's the whole package. We're not just one product. We are all about fitness, health, wellness, and life balance. I don't think anyone else does that.
Now, you've got a bit of a background, and certainly the genes in the family for being able to talk to health and wellness and fitness particularly. How does somebody who doesn't have the background that you do, consider the prospect that they could be a successful coach to help people lose weight?
Yeah. Well, honestly, when people are on their journey, that's so much more relatable to other people. A lot of coaches will think, well, I can't do what you do, Jenelle, because I'm not fit yet, or I'm not at my ideal weight yet. And that's so not true, because honestly, some of my most successful coaches became successful while they're on their journey, while they were pregnant, while they still had 70 to 80 pounds to lose. I mean, my first Diamond, when she became Diamond, she at that time was saying, look, I still have 75 pounds to lose. I can do this. That does not, just because I'm not at my ideal weight yet, doesn't mean that I don't do the work. She said, I practice what I preach. I work hard, and people are relating to that, and they're inspiring to that. All I'm doing is I'm being someone that's on my journey, and I'm helping other people along the way. And that's what the business is about. So anyone that thinks, oh, they have to be fit or they have to have some kind of background, that's just not reality of it.
So what does being a coach mean? And I mean, because when you started it, we hadn't really nailed all that down, or it wasn't really obvious what being a coach means. So to you, and as you build your team, how do you get people to be effective at what they do so that it's authentic?
They have to be their best. I know it's like duh, but they really do. They have to be their best selves, because you have to, as a coach, you have to embrace what your strengths are. You have to be working on your weaknesses, but you have to embrace what your strengths are, and really times that by 2. Whatever it is that attracts people to you, you have to times that by 2. And all you need to do is be your best, because that will inspire other people around you to be their best. And be learning as much as you can for yourself so that you can teach others. Master, how to lose weight, how to gain the muscle, and how to build your business so that you can teach others how to do the same. That's all that you're doing as a coach, is you're really working on yourself while you're helping other people at the same time.
But you're not
Goes
saying
hand in
be
hand.
perfect.
No, not saying be perfect, not saying be an expert. You don't obviously need to be a nutritionist or a personal trainer or have any kind of fitness background. It's really just that you're learning and you're on this journey and you're supporting other people, and that you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
You're saying, look, I'm not perfect. And I don't know this yet, or I don't know that yet, but I'm going to learn and I'm going to help you, and we're going to do this together.
Yeah.
That's what being a coach is about.
Now, you know, we see people sign on as coaches all the time. And certainly with the success you've had had a lot of people sign on to be a coach, and some of them are successful, some aren't.
Yeah.
What's the difference between those two, have you found?
Yes.
Is there something
Yeah.
that the successful ones have in common and the unsuccessful ones do?
Yeah, actually, I a couple of years back, I kind of analyzed that. I said, why is this person who started at the same time as this person, why are they not in the same spot right now? And I kind of actually made a whole list. My team knows about it. But to kind of summarize that, I mean, it's really about the fact that the successful coaches, they are people who decided to believe in themselves. They made a decision to believe in themselves. So they worked on personal development. So believing in themselves is one thing. That's one of the biggest differences. Another one is believing in the business. And some of the coaches who maybe aren't as successful, they haven't taken the time to learn about the business, therefore they don't believe in the business. Because if you learn what it's really all about and you're engaged in the trainings and you learn, you believe in it. And if you get to know who the other leaders are and what their struggles were along the way, you believe that this works. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. So they believe in the business, they believe in themselves, and they believe in the products. They're really passionate about the products. They don't care what sales are made or anything like that. They just love the kind of stuff that you guys put out. They just love it. They love the fitness programs. They love Shakeology. They're passionate about it. They don't even care how this or that works. They just love it. Yeah. And so it's kind of like those three things.
Yeah. So what's interesting about that, you know, I think it comes down to a choice, like you say, the decision. And anybody watching this, at any time, they might look at somebody else's success, look at your success and be like, oh, I'd like that, but I could never do that. Yeah. And I think too often people think that you've just had this incredible success path without any rejection, and it's just been, well, she has, look at her, she's beautiful, she's in shape, you know, and they think me as CEO, I'm sitting on this heap of success, and like, I'll just tell you, every day is a choice. Every single day is a choice of, do I want to continue to build? Do I want to build this in a specific way? There are choices at any time to veer off of that sort of razor's edge of the quality of work that you're doing. And I think that even for somebody who's either contemplating being a coach or in the middle of it and they're deciding whether they want to quit or whether they really want to go for it, it comes down to a choice of what you want for yourself. And one thing's for sure, if you unplug, you know you're not going to be a successful coach. If you never join, you know you're not going to be a successful coach. For you, what was it that kept you going when you got rejected, when you felt judged by people? I mean, at the end of the day, it is a network marketing business, and people are going to criticize you for being a part of some pyramid thing.
Right, yeah. You're going to hear that, unfortunately, and it's just not true. But, well, I think that, you know, some of the experiences I've had in my life, I mean, I know people might think, oh, everything was perfect or lined up that this would work well, but it's not true at all. You know, I you know, we don't have it, my sister and I don't have it in our genetics to be fit or lean. It's something that we work at every single day, and we've been working at it for a very long time. But some of the things that I've accomplished in my life, I've realized that anything that is important to me that I want to go for, I have to have a high tolerance for mistakes. Very high tolerance for mistakes, or it will not happen. And so I think that that's one thing that people have to realize, is that you have to have a high tolerance for making mistakes, because there are going to be mistakes. That's the only way you're going to learn. And if you're not willing to just get started and start taking those baby steps and making those mistakes, because that's where you learn the fastest. The faster you make the mistakes, the faster you learn. Another thing is discipline. You know, again, some things I learned, you know, earlier on in life, just that if I want something badly enough, I have to be disciplined. There are so many things that are going to pull you in so many other different directions, different opportunities, and and times where you just have self-doubt, where you feel like it'd just be so much easier to throw in the towel and say, this isn't working for me, I'm not right for it, or whatever. You have to have that discipline, and that's why you have to have that strong belief in yourself that you can do whatever someone else has done, or even more.
When you started this, did you set out to be a full-time, like, did you think this would be the job for the rest of your life kind of thing?
No. In fact, I'd heard that other coaches were able to quit their full-time jobs, and it was a little thought in the back of my head, like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, if I could just do fitness full-time, because a lot of people don't realize I was not doing fitness full-time. My background is in human resources management, and I was an analyst. So being from that kind of a background, I thought that I've always loved fitness, and it'd be great to be able to do it full-time. But it was just kind of a thought in the back of my head. What made me go for it was just that I love what it was. And I love what it was all about, and it was almost addicting, because it was helping other people, and that's what I love to do. So I think if you love to help other people, that works. But no, I as I started to see that I was helping develop other leaders, and that we obviously get rewarded for that, and I started to see that this is possible. I could actually do this, full time. So that was a big accomplishment for me to be able to do it full time, but even bigger when my husband was able to quit his full-time job because of the success of our business.
So I wanted to ask you about that, because another thing that happens in the process is the spouse can make it difficult or easy depending on their attitude toward this. What do you say to people who are wrestling with that?
I think that, I'm very blessed in that my husband has been very supportive, right from the get-go. He didn't necessarily understand it. He didn't necessarily have all the big beliefs that I had, but that comes in time. So you just have to be patient, and it's like anything with a relationship. You don't try and push something on a spouse or a significant other. It's just really just be that person that is a role model of the business. And if it's someone that loves you, then they will eventually come on board. And I know a lot of coaches do struggle with that, and it's unfortunate. But I think if you just are really strong in your beliefs, I think that the passion that comes across in this business starts to rub off on other family members gradually.
I think that one of the important parts of it really does come down to you and your actions. It comes down to celebrating every victory with the people around you, so they understand what's meaningful about this. Don't have this victory in secret. So when you have somebody who has a before and after that's significant, share that with the people around you. It's an opportunity to attract more support, and it's also an opportunity for people to say, wait, this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. It is. That's what's so exciting about it. People might say, oh, well, this opportunity, the opportunity's passed. Look at Janelle's got all the success, and there's these other big coaches. I'll have to wait for the next one to start. And I think that there's so much opportunity to enhance people's lives that we're really just getting started. Don't you feel that way? Like it's just beginning now?
Absolutely, just the beginning. There's so many people that you meet that love Beachbody, and they're getting results, and they may not even necessarily know the name Beachbody, to be honest. They might know the name, P90X or Insanity, but they don't realize that there's this business opportunity attached to it. They don't realize that they could actually be helping other people while they're helping themselves. And so many people still do not know about the opportunity. We're still just beginning. It's
a big deal. I mean, just here in North America, 200 million people overweight or obese, and I don't think that changes unless this company is more successful, adding more coaches who help build this community of people helping people. So I'm just so grateful for what you've done. I mean, truly, it's an absolute inspiration, and the type of leader that you are. I know you give so much to your team. I think anybody would be incredibly fortunate to be on your team, and lucky to have a leader in you. So thanks so much for everything that you're doing. And I think that if you're considering joining her, you're going to make the right call if you get signed up and really take this seriously. So great job. Thank you so much.